It's feminism's birthday. I remember I had this one baby doll, like a bigger one, I think. Or like a really tall doll. I took the head off of it. God, is that you?
All of these women are Barbie, and Barbie is all of these women.
We are all Negan.
She has her own money, her own house, her own car, her own career.
Yay,
Because
women.
Barbie can be anything, girls can grow into women who can achieve everything and anything they set their mind to.
Well, there are some restrictions. You have come to the wrong place if you don't want to hear me talk about how this is very surface level feminism, and people who are regarding it as like this massive feminist movement are largely... Feminism is a whole deep, vast ocean. This movie, it's surface level. It's fun, it's good for us, but like a lot of people don't really want to go any deeper than this. As I was sitting there in the theater, I was thinking, what must it have been like to film this? Like, what is it like when it's not, you obviously still have to be very talented to like pull off the absurdity of this, the silliness, but what is it like when you're not being overly serious? You know what I mean? What must it be like to walk around pretending to be a doll? I feel like a fascination growing for acting, and it's worrying me.
This makes me emotional, and I'm expressing it. I have no difficulty holding both logic and feeling at the same time.
Literally utopia. Why can't real life be like Barbie Land? Don't answer that, I already know. Do you see, you know, like, it's a good movie, it's a great movie. It's so campy, which I'm only just now starting to appreciate. But like, what must that be like? That had to be so funny to film. It's so deeply unserious while tackling something serious.
If I wasn't severely injured, I would beat you off right now, Ken.
I thought he said
Ken,
I would
you're
beat
on.
you off any day. I was like, oh.
Let's beat you off.
Anyone who wants to beat him off has to beat me off first.
I will beat both of you off at the same time.
Yourself off. How are you gonna beat both?
That's what they're going for.
Nobody's
The best day ever.
It is the best day ever, and so is yesterday, and so is tomorrow.
Imagine a life like that.
Do you guys ever think about dying?
Ever since I saw the trailer, that was when I knew I had to see this, because that is so me. Ask anybody. I think that's just a thing that happens when you go over 25. You just think about dying every day. Making a sandwich like, damn, I'm gonna die.
Wow.
You can go now.
You can go now. I don't have any use for you. Shoo.
And this is my dream house. It's Barbie's dream house. It's not Ken's dream house, right?
Yeah, Ken.
And it goes
Off. I love a movie where the girl just does not give a really, about the guy. And by the end, she has not been in a relationship with him. Like, his persistence in refusing to take no for an answer hasn't magically worked. That's great.
Why so stressed? Could it be those irrepressible thoughts of death?
Yes, that tends to keep me awake too.
Hey, panic! I'm here. In North. Hey, death!
Those lines of lyrics, right?
You know, you're gonna have to visit Weird Barbie.
Could be worse. At least you guys don't have to pay bills.
a really fun game of volleyball. Thoughts of death.
Thoughts of death.
Maybe some baby girl. You gotta go fix it.
Look at your upper thigh.
What is that?
That's cellular. That's gonna spread.
Oh,
and then you're
great
gonna start getting
heavens.
sad.
Oh,
I've gotten that reaction too a couple times.
Girl.
Those like teenage girls that go on that feminist rant, I kind of agree. Half of me agrees, the other half is like, it's a doll. I wouldn't blame all of our beauty standard problems on a doll. However, I would blame them on like the Kardashians and Jenners.
Oh, Blondie!
Welcome to
Been
men.
looking at me. I feel kind of ill at ease. Like I'm conscious, but it's myself that I'm conscious of.
I'm not getting any of that.
I'm not getting any of that. I love it in a bad way. It's too real.
Great workout, man.
So I'm not worried about it. Not now, Margaret.
Never-ending nightmare. It's all so awful.
You're so beautiful. I know it.
Why does that make me want to cry already?
Empowering girls. Always.
A bunch of men deciding what's best for girls? Is this a Congress meeting? Is this the Supreme Court? Remember when this was coming out and men all over the internet started calling Margot Robbie mid?
You really think you're Barbie?
You guys are clearly not doing patriarchy very well. We're doing it well. Hide it better now.
Not really, actually. It's very obvious. Like everyone knows. Also, I said like a while ago that it's so hilarious that everyone saw this movie and then hyper-focused on Ken. Like it's a movie about Barbie, and yes, everyone was like, yay, feminism! But still, Ken blew up. Ken got so much hype. And it's like, how do you not see it? You're doing the thing that the movie is about.
Get into the box and you'll go back to Barbie Land.
Stay in the box now!
I know exactly where you're going with this, and I have to say, I really resent it. We had a woman CEO in the 90s, and there was another one at some other time.
This is what it's actually like talking to people with this mindset. What do you mean we're not diverse? There was like 3 of you. Sure, the other hundreds of us have been white men, but God, what more do you want? There are literally people like that. I still listen to this like almost every day.
Quicker to go over the cubicle.
Real world isn't what I thought it was.
It never is. And isn't that marvelous?
Not really.
Key card! Wait, I don't have my key card.
I saw people talking about how Barbie's gay, but like I see it so hard.
Hello? Are you two like shiny?
What does that mean?
I mean, basically everything that men do in your world, women do in ours. I mean, that sounds kind of cool.
Kinda cool. Most of our issues would be solved if that was our real world.
Where do the Kens stay?
I don't know.
At first I thought the real world was run by... There was a minute where I thought...
They're just going it whenever I say anything about men, there is at least one man in my comments. I feel it coming.
Happy to see you. Can you believe what is happening?
I know, isn't it great?
Is this
What are you doing? You're
Butterfly?
I like
Crazy what you can hear when you have headphones on. This is absolutely Butterfly. That's so funny. I like that song. Is that bad?
They don't have it figured out in Century City because we failed them.
No, you failed me!
Ken is literally when a guy gets rejected by a girl and becomes an incel. Yeah, women. You can hate these bitches. They're all the same. Ooh, am I allowed to make this joke? Ken pulled a January 6th. Only he succeeded.
How's that feel? It is not fun, is it?
Oh, you don't want me? Well, you're fat and ugly. How does that feel? No one wants you. You'll never find a man. How does that feel?
I'm just gonna sit here and wait and hope that one of the more leadership-oriented Barbies just snaps out of it.
It's the United States in a nutshell.
Basically, like anxiety, panic attacks, and OCD sold separately.
I wish they were sold separately, bitch. What the f?
You have to try. Even if you can't make it perfect, you can make it better.
Americans, I think this is a good message for us right now. It's not funny. It's actually scary.
Either you're brainwashed or you're weird and ugly. There is no in between.
Sing it, sister. And that's Barbie, of course. She's not dead. She's just having an existential crisis.
Girl, join the club.
I'm not stereotypical Barbie. Pretty.
Note to the filmmakers, Margot Robbie is the wrong person to cast if you want to make this point.
Did they fully remove her makeup for this scene? Because she looks natural, but that doesn't necessarily mean there's no makeup. And if they did fully remove the makeup for this scene, I think that makes the point even better. It's still Margot Robbie, but also you're very pretty without your makeup.
It is literally impossible to be a woman.
I feel as though I would be lying if I said it didn't literally feel exactly like that, just 24/7, like constantly. It's just that sometimes you get distracted from it. But like all of that, is persistent the right word? It's ceaseless and it's exhausting. Like, I want off this ride. And like the tragic thing about this, like I remember when this was releasing, women would talk about like bringing their father or their partner, their male partner, to see this movie as like a test, and like, you know, a few passed. And the thing about any form of media with messages like this, even if it's just a think piece on TikTok, it's always the people that need to hear this message will not listen to it.
Let me show you. Here. Let me show you. Here.
Let me show you. Let me show you.
Let me show you. Y'all don't even know how to properly wash that. And oh my god, mansplaining. On TikTok once, I had a man try to mansplain misogyny to me.
What if he doesn't eat
I think I know. This happened to me once. Not this song. Is this a universal experience? What is this song? It's in my throwback playlist, but I can't see the name. Is it by Matchbox?
This is the final.
It is Matchbox 20. I'm so f***ing good with throwback songs.
We go to war.
Against the Barbies?
No, against the Kens.
But we are the Kens.
Civil War.
I'm just kidding. Anywhere else.
I'm just me and I like drugs. I'm mentally ill and I'm on drugs.
I just know they had the best time filming all of this.
All those in favor of letting Barbie Land be Barbie Land, say aye.
Aye. Ken Land was...
What do we do?
Throw a tantrum.
Don't look at me!
I actually couldn't remember what happened next. I was kidding. But, what can I say there? Predictable.
I think I owe you an apology. I'm
For
really sorry I took you
what?
for granted.
I just don't know who I am without you.
Ken needs to listen to Landslide and do some serious self-reflection.
Ken is me!
Don't you wish it was this easy in real life?
And one day, the Kens will have as much power and influence in Barbie Land as women have in the real world.
No, I don't want to. Just go. I can't. Grow up and go.
Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. I do remember this part well.
Sure. I want to be part of the people who make meaning, not the thing that's made.
And yet I understand
I
her
don't wanna do reimagining. I don't wanna
completely.
be the...
Now feel.
Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. What the f***? Remember when she was sitting there people watching and I said I feel way too connected to the earth at all times. I also feel way too connected to humanity at all times. It's just like, damn, we really be having experiences.
I'm here to see my gynecologist.
Dream come true. Imagine crying like that over a movie about a doll.